HONOR back with another smash hit to start the year? The company has officially launched the HONOR X9b 5G in the Philippines, with the phone debuting as the successor to last year's HONOR X9a 5G, which we found to be a mid-range option that exceeds expectations in our review. We've been using the HONOR X9b 5G for weeks now, and we're happy to report that it's actually a notable improvement in many respects over the previous generation. As you probably know, a major selling point this time around is the HONOR X9b 5G's all-angle ultra-tough screen glass with SGS 5-star drop resistance certification, which has been reinforced, allowing it to withstand severe impacts. You've probably seen the drop and smash tests on social media, but if you haven't, you may want to look them up online. Bottom line is, HONOR X9b 5G is easily one of the toughest smartphones we've ever tested, though we don't recommend dropping your unit or smashing it against a wall to test HONOR's claim. Glass is glass after all, and the glass here is still susceptible to scratches and breakage. Now, if anything, the HONOR X9b 5G's impact-resistant body has allowed us to go caseless and feel less worried about where we place it. It may not sound like much, but think about it. How often does a company allow you to go caseless with your smartphone? Almost never, right? It's also worth noting that the HONOR X9b 5G boasts an IP53 rating for dust and splash resistance, something that was missing from the previous model, so you can use it under light terrain without worry. Another reason we opted not to use a case with our device is the phone's premium-looking signature color option, Sunrise Orange. This new color uses a vegan leather back that looks and feels like real leather, adding another high-end touch to an already attractive phone. Another standout aesthetic feature is the sleek camera ring, which HONOR says takes inspiration from luxury timepieces and has 3 lenses that can be used to take photos or videos. The main camera packs a 108-megapixel image sensor joined by a 5-megapixel ultrawide and a 2-megapixel macro shooter. The latter is more like a filler, since you can always shoot higher quality images after zooming in with the main camera, even in poor lighting. Besides, you can take advantage of its higher resolution to simply crop the picture. A dedicated ultrawide is always a welcome addition, but the image quality here is nothing to write home about. The main camera, which uses 9:1 pixel binning for higher detail without sacrificing low-light performance, works well enough in most situations. A 16-megapixel punch-hole camera takes care of selfies and can be used to capture portrait-style selfies with artificial background blur as well. Imaging-wise, we found the HONOR X9b 5G's true strength to be in its software. Switching to portrait mode provided us with sharp and detailed portraits with creamy backgrounds. As usual, we recommend shooting at 2x zoom instead of 1 for more bokeh around your subject. Unfortunately, there are no filters you can play around with in portrait mode, though you can adjust the level of background blur prior to shooting. We were equally impressed by HONOR's night mode. We think it does a particularly good job of improving the exposure and contrast of low-light scenes. There's also multi-video mode, which lets you record video using the front and main camera simultaneously. Video recording is kept at 4K resolution and 30 frames per second when using the 108-megapixel main camera. There's no hardware-based image stabilization in any of the cameras of the HONOR X9b 5G, so shooting in 4K can be a tedious endeavor at times. We also noticed that the primary camera leans toward cooler tones, especially when taking pictures of food in a restaurant. The AMOLED screen of the HONOR X9b 5G is curved for comfort and supports up to 120Hz refresh rate to deliver a smoother experience. It's not particularly bright, so we don't recommend using the phone outdoors or in bright environments. We also suggest removing the pre-installed screen protector if you find the screen too reflective or glossy to your liking. Inside, the HONOR X9b 5G is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 platform, which uses an efficient flagship-level 4nm process and the latest Snapdragon X62 5G modem for fast cellular data where available. It is a successor to the highly popular Snapdragon 695 5G chip featured on many mid-range devices. Our unit comes with Adreno graphics as well as 12GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage, but unfortunately, the storage is not expandable via micro SD card. As for the chipset, we think the Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 performs adequately and can run demanding tasks like photo and video editing and demanding games like Genshin Impact and Black Desert Mobile without lag or heavy stuttering. However, it is important to note that the Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 is not a flagship processor, so don't expect flagship performance out of it. What the HONOR X9b 5G does offer is amazing battery life thanks to its efficient chipset and high-capacity 5800 mAh battery that supports 35W fast charging as well as reverse charging if you need to charge your other devices. Both real-world usage and PCMark's battery endurance tests of our unit showed excellent battery longevity. We got 2 days of battery life out of it on working days, and we were always confident we could get more than a day's worth of consumption even after lots of hours spent gaming and streaming YouTube videos. HONOR is off to another smashing start with its latest smartphone offering. The HONOR X9b 5G is one of the best-looking phones we have seen in this price range, and the fact that it's designed to withstand more than the usual share of knocks and bangs is icing on the cake. The other standouts are the curved AMOLED display, 108-megapixel rear camera, and of course, the very generous 5800 mAh battery. In the Philippines, the HONOR X9b 5G has a suggested retail price of 16,990, same as the HONOR X9a 5G at launch. Though keep in mind that the new model is mostly an all-around upgrade to one of the best value for money phones we reviewed last year.